So this is the final setup for the Lawson Blue Ridge tent hammock, which I got on Amazon Prime for about $230. Now I opted to also get the UnderQuilt for another $110, which I'll talk about later. But before I go any further, 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, great backpacking gear right here. So let's go right into what this hammock does. First of all, it has a 275-pound capacity. I'm 195 pounds, and my little pizzazz over there is 45 pounds. So it is very comfortable for both of us to sleep in this at night. Now, we went 5 days in this. It's my first time using it, 5 days. 2 thunderstorms, lots of wind, kept snuggy dry the entire time. So right off the bat, 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. Love this thing just from what I've got. So let's talk about the hammock first. What comes with the $230 investment? Well, obviously you get the tent hammock. That is a given. Now the tent hammock has spreader bars which collapse into 2 pieces, making it easier to store right when you roll up the hammock on either side. This is what keeps it flat. Otherwise, you got a banana hammock and you're stuck at the bottom, and that's not a tent. It also has the collapsible bar system on either side to keep the roof off of to keep the roof off of you, to keep the mesh from falling on you and henceforth being miserable because you're always getting tangled up. So that's what makes it a tent. Now, the beautiful thing about this rainfly is this rainfly snugs down in all kinds of area. It has 3 hooks on either side, which you can just strap right onto these ropes here, and it snugs it down tight. But that wasn't enough for Lawson, so they added these 4 loops, which can hook up underneath here, which I'm not going to do right now because we're going to be going in. And we've got 4 Velcro points, 2 on either side, here and here, that hook to the bottom here and here. So this thing keeps nice and snug no matter what. So we've got the tent hammock, we got the spreader bars, we've got the lift for the tent. It comes with the tree straps. Now the tree straps I love because, like the most tree straps nowadays, they're sectioned. So depending on how far away the trees are, that is awesome. However, what this did not come with was carabiners. Now I always happen to carry extra carabiners, so that wasn't a problem for me. But it could have been a problem otherwise. I had to figure out something else to do. And it doesn't come with any extra paracord, but all the good backpackers carry paracord because I want to keep this rainfly off of the actual mesh, because any contact, the more contact you have, the more chances you're going to get dripping and leaking. I went through 2 thunderstorms. I never got wet, snuggy buggy. So the setup was phenomenal. Lots of wind, and the rainfly stayed down tight. Now, as far as the inside, okay, so the inside, you've got a simple hemisphere door system, which, damn it, I need another person. It is so hard to do zippers with one person. So very quickly, you're going to get way out of focus because I'm going to go in so I can use my other hand, and I'm going to unzip these, but definitely need a partner when I do this stuff. Now, so the inside, okay. Now, equipped with the right sleeping bag, you could go, this is definitely a 3-season, it could be a 4-season tent if Lawson makes a couple adjustments or you make a couple modifications yourself. But depending on what sleeping bag also determines that. Now, I don't have to worry about this, that because my Jeep is only 30 feet away. So I was able to, as I prefer, to always have nice, warm, snuggy blankets, and I have tons of them in here. Why? Because they're comfy. And that's just the way it is. My Jeep is 30 feet away. I'm not backpacking. Without them, I would have a sleeping bag. So the inside, first of all, you do have hooks for lights if you need them. Most people nowadays, they have the, I mean, I do have a light right there. They'll have their headband lamps. Now, it has 3 pouches. Now, that's one of my complaints here is these pouches are not very wide, and there's only 3 of them. They could have easily put another 3 on this side, or they could have just made 4 of them, but a lot bigger. Bigger is better in this case, because this is a tent hammock and not just a hammock, so you're storing stuff. Now, as far as, before we talk about the inside, let's talk about this UnderQuilt. So the UnderQuilt, and I might have already mentioned this, but if I haven't, the purpose of an UnderQuilt is, anybody who's been in a hammock knows that the only thing separating you from the cold air below you is a very, very thin amount of material, which you're going to get cold. The UnderQuilt that they sold for, like I said, an additional $110, got it on Amazon, attaches really easy. It just literally attaches right here. 1, And then the other side, 2, 3, 4. 4 points, boom, it's up. So this whole thing can be put up in about a minute, minute and a half. Paracords probably add another minute because you're tying and stuff like that. But this thing can be up and ready to go in no time flat. Now that UnderQuilt takes care of any flow. Now that quilt is actually warm enough. You could use it as a regular quilt, but the reason it's underneath the hammock and not in the hammock is because if you lay on it, it compresses, and therefore you lose some of its insulation value. Now let's go inside here. And let's show you what the inside looks like. So first of all, damn it, I brought my sandals in. Let me take those off. I don't like to have sandals. I don't want to bring all the junk from outside in here. And I'm going to invite, come up there. Woody woosh. Hey, baby. Come on in. Good girl. Woody woosh. Good girl. So, hi, baby. Let's come over here. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, let's scoot you to the bottom for a little bit, because that's usually where you sleep. That's where she usually sleeps. Now, inside, this is one of the other things I'd like Lawson to change, is see that huge opening there? And, of course, you have the same thing on the other side. Now, they could have easily, I mean, if you're trying to make this a 4-season tent, you could easily make it a 4-season tent simply by having another screen sewn right into the mesh that's solid, that you could zip down and close these off so the cold air doesn't come in, because the rain might not come in, but the cold is definitely going to come in. Now, I improvised with some material I had. I stuffed my towel on one side and my other hammock on the other side, but it would be a very easy fix for Lawson. I strongly recommend they do that. Another fix could be just some cardboard cutouts. They're lightweight, easy to pack, you could fold them down, and they could fit in. You could cut them to fit pretty easy if Lawson doesn't make that adjustment. So, this is the inside, and like I said, it's flat. This is me and my dog in here. Hi, boo boys. Hi, Woody, Woody. Come here. Oh, come here and love me so much. Look at this cute thing. Who can't love this cute thing? We're going to get out now. There you go. Good girl. And I'm going to get out again, but let me... Well, that's, by the way, where I'm staying on this beautiful, beautiful lake. All to myself, pretty much. Hi, with this beautiful, beautiful little girl. Oh, you woody woosh. Had a couple people walk the Ice Age Trail, and of course they fell in love with her instantly. So this is just a view of where we are right now. Pretty sweet. Now, but back to the tent hammock. So that's pretty much, like I said, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. Love it. What would I ask Lawson to do? I'd ask Lawson to have those insides have an extra window that can be closed up, zipped right in. Include the carabiners. Don't be cheap in the end. I mean, I paid, you know, $360 or something by the time I was done. Paracord or some fancy, cool-looking strap system. So bigger pockets, more pockets. And on the outside, that would be another thing I would suggest, is most hammocks have an outside pouch. I prefer even larger than that. But remember, we're backpacking with this thing. We're taking this thing out. So the more places we have to store things, and that'd be a great place to put the sandals. Otherwise, you don't go into the tent like I just did with your sandals on. They could just hang on the outside, zip it up so they would stay nice and dry. Obviously, if you're hiking, you're not going to have sandals unless you're crazy. But I'm not hiking. So anyway, this is, it has a 275-pound capacity. Weighs, with the UnderQuilt, maybe 5-6 pounds. A little bit heavier than what you would be tenting, but definitely you're up off the ground. And the problem with ground is rain, bugs, moisture, and ground will suck the heat right out of you. And unlike the UnderQuilt here, which isn't getting compressed, if you have something underneath you on the ground, your body weight is compressing it, and you're losing a lot of your insulation. So with a 275-pound capacity, me being at 195, Pizzazz being at 45, hi, baby girl, definitely fits us. It doesn't spin. Ever so often when Pizzazz go one side to the other, I just have to adjust my weight. It's not like it's going to spin and flip. It's not gonna flip you out like a hammock can do. So I really like the design on this. 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. I don't know how many times I can say that, but I've been in it for 5 days. Thunderstorms, wind, and I've been dry the entire time. So definitely worth the buy. Get it.